Hello everyone, welcome to Botany channel for UPSC examination. In today's video, we are going to learn about the acid rains. As you know, this is the very serious environmental issue, and nowadays they are constantly in news. In your UPSC mains examination, it is given in your second paper and unit number 5. So in this particular video lecture, we are going to cover the acid rains. Before starting the video, I request you to join the Telegram channel of the same name, that is the Botany for UPSC examination on Telegram platform. The link for this channel is given in the description box. So you can click on that link and straight away go to the channel and join the channel. Alright. So let's learn about the acid rains. Now, first of all, how acid rains are formed, or what are the acid rains? Now, as you know, from the industrial emission, the gases like SO2, that is sulfur dioxide, NO2, that is nitrous oxide, and CO2 like carbon dioxide, etc. are emitted. But out of them, the sulfur dioxide and the nitrous oxide are quite responsible for the acid rains. Now, how it is so? How these gases are responsible for giving the acid rains? As you know, the acid rains, these two words are giving us a slight hint about the topic, that is the rain which is acidic in nature. That is, whenever there is a raining, the water has the pH of acid level. So the SO2 and NO2, which are being responsible for the acid rains, are emitted by the industries into the environment. And now, when they are present in the atmosphere, SO2 reacts with the H2O to form the H2SO4, that is the sulphuric acid, and NO2 again reacts with water to form the HNO3, that is the nitric acid. So by sulfur dioxide, the H2SO4 is created, and from NO2, that is nitrous oxide, the HNO3, that is nitric acid, is formed. So the H2SO4 and HNO3, both are acids, when came down to the earth, are termed as the acid rains. Alright. So acid rains are nothing but the combination of H2O molecules with the sulfur dioxide and the nitrous oxide to form the sulphuric acid plus nitric acid. So sulphuric acid and nitric acid coming in the form of rains to the land area of the earth, these are termed as the acid rains. Alright. So this is how the acid rains are formed in the nature. Now, what is the chemical composition of these acid rains? Now, acid rains nearly constitute the 65% of H2SO4 and 30% of HNO3 plus 5% of HCl. So the sulfuric acid constitute for 65%, nitric acid constitute for 30%, and the hydrochloric acid constitute for 5%, making it to the 100%. So in a chemical form, the acid rain is 65% H2SO4, 30% HNO3, and 5% HCl. So the highest concentration in the acid rain is of the H2SO4, that is the sulfuric acid, followed by the nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Alright. Now, what is the pH of this acidic rain? As you know, on the acid scale, if we consider the central point, that is the 7, it is a neutral point where we have the distilled water. Now, if you go ahead of the neutral, that is 8, 9, 10, basicity of the substance got increased. And if we go below the 7, that is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here in this direction, the acidicity will be higher. Alright. So the pH of the typical acid rain, or the rains to be called the acidic rains, should have pH below the 5.6. That is, if the pH is below the 5.6, then and only then the rain is considered as the acidic rain. So this is again very important. You should carefully remember this as well, because 5.6 is the typical numerical below which the rain is qualified to be the acid rain. Alright. Whether these acid rains are totally artificial or it is natural as well. That is, we have seen the human-made emission of the SO2 and NO2 is causing the acid rain. But is there any natural phenomenon that also cause the acid rains? Yes, there is a natural phenomenon which naturally causes the acid rains. One of them is a volcano. Now, you can see this volcano emitting the various types of gases, and when these gases go into the environment and come into the contact of water, then these gases are come on the ground as a acid rains. So very carefully you should remember that the acid rains is not totally artificial phenomenon, but it observed natural as well. But the contribution of the artificial emission of the gases to the acid rains is much higher than the natural, and that is why we primarily consider human activities are primarily responsible for the acid rains. Now, what are the effects of this acid rains? Now, there are many hazardous effects of these acid rains. The very first is the acidification of oceans. Acid rains are came on the earth, they got mixed at the surface of the ocean, and this caused the acidification of the ocean. That is, the oceanic water, the surface water of the ocean got acidified, and this phenomenon is called the acidification of the oceans. Now, as you know that many aquatic animals live around the surface of the ocean, and these living organisms are directly affected due to this acidification of ocean. So, the very first effect of the acid rains is the acidification of oceans. Next effect is on the vegetation. That is, when the acidic rain came down, which directly comes into contact with the plants, and it literally burned down the many plants and responsible for destroying the many forest areas. So another hardest effect of the acid rain is on the plants, and it literally burned down the many plants and responsible for destroying the many forest areas. So another hardest effect of the acid rain is on the plants. Now these acid rains also has hazardous effect on the human health as well. That is causing diseases like asthma and various other diseases. Acid rains generally cause harmful effect to the respiratory system in human beings. That is why diseases like asthma is common in the acid rain areas. All right. The next effect on the heritage sites, that they are causing the hazardous effect on the heritage sites. The very famous example of heritage which is damaged due to the acid rain is the Taj Mahal of India. Now this Taj Mahal being totally white in color because it is made up of the white marble, this white color is slowly turning into the yellow color due to the acid rains. So acid rains also had a effect on the man-made thing, that is on the heritage like Taj Mahal. So there are various effects of the acid rains, some of which we have discussed here. That is the acidification of ocean, then its effect on the vegetation, on the human health, plus on the heritage site. Apart from this, there are many effects of acid rain. You should mention them in a comment box. All right. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video. Please share this video with your friends who are studying the botany. And if you have any doubt, please make comment in a comment box. And please subscribe to the Botany Optional channel for UPSC examination. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.